Okay, this is the situation at the end of the first turn, playing the scenario approach to Frankfort, which is part of the expansion set that came with Storming the Gap. I'm still learning this game. I had an initial, because the Soviet Guards tank regiment over there have the initiative. They get like a free formation activation, and I did that once, but I got quite a few things wrong. I was sort of applying the volley fire to the Soviet special movement and firing capability they've got, which gave them a much better first turn than they should have had. I wasn't doing the defence for the tanks as well in the city properly. I was giving them 2d6 as a defensive rather than actually that goes to infantry. It's 1d6 for tanks. And another thing, I didn't take concealment into effect, that units are effective if they sit there, they're doing nothing, they're not marked as operations complete, they're in defensive terrain, and they're not within 5 hexes of a reconnaissance unit. You can't actually see them, so I was actually firing on units which I couldn't possibly have seen at the time. So I restarted that. So this is the effect at the end of the first turn. The Soviet tank regiments activated twice. Well, no, it's activated 3 times. It got an initial free activation, then it got an any formation card activation, then it got its own activation. So the Germans are across the river there because there was an open bridge at that point, and they're basically heading to the open flank of Frankfurt. The problem with the German units and the defenders have got is all these units down here, they can't move in the first turn. Or if you look at your blue hexes, they're just marking the objective hexes rather than using the objective counters, because if something's sitting on top of it you can't see it. At least with a block you know where it is even when there's a unit occupying its hex. So really all that's happened is the German M48 tank unit, which was in that hex, has been destroyed. It's had several turns of a full guard tank regiment pounding it to pieces. There's a disruption on the infantry unit sat next to it. Germans have fired their anti-tank guided missile here, this Milan missile, and they weren't able to reload. There's also an electronic warfare marker which went to the Soviets, which is not surprising because they've got the advantage. So that'll severely restrict the ability of the territorial unit to actually do anything next turn. So all in all, this term we've learnt about spotters, recon units, we've learnt about indirect artillery, fire, and I think that's about it. Oh yeah, we've looked at anti-aircraft units and what they can actually do. Like most of them can't fire their blue armour piercing units at anything but planes, but they can still fire their explosive capability against any unit. Yeah, we've seen how improved positions automatically reduce 1 hit against a unit. That's really it for the moment. Oh yeah, we've learnt about concealment as well. So this next go, anyone's game at the moment. The Soviets' objectives, they've got to seize at least one of these objective hexes here, and I think they've got to clear within 5 hexes. Oh, the glare about that. We've got to clear within 5 hexes of the that position as well. The reason we're getting glare now is because it's got very dark in here. It's British summer, so it's almost night time outside there. It looks like night time, that's what I mean, rather than it being night time. It's just started raining really heavily again, like it has been for the last 6 weeks. That's global warming for you.